Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Wendy De Rosa, and I am an intuitive energy healer and the founder of the School of Intuitive Studies. And this video is on the 4 ways to take care of your energy and to thrive during the holidays. So, as we know, the holidays can be a very triggering time. They can be a very busy time. They can be a time where we're exerting a lot of energy, and we're also exchanging a lot of energy between ourselves and other people. And I'm going to give you some tips here on how to work with yourself and take care of your energy as you're moving through the holidays. So the first is to give the gift of grounding, and give that gift to yourself first. One of the most powerful gifts we can give to ourselves is to slow down and ground ourselves. So ground, I like to visualize the grounding cord from my hips to the center of the earth, and also find ways to rest in between transitions. That means moving from one thing to the next, finding pauses, time to come into yourself, ground through your grounding cord, check in with your body, check in with how you feel, get extra sleep, eat really well. Those are all ways that we can ground and support ourselves, even getting out into nature and getting connected to the earth. Giving yourself the gift of grounding. And in that also, when you ground yourself, you're giving a gift to other people, because when you are grounding, you are the grounded force in a room. People energetically respond to that. So there's a way that when we ground ourselves, the conversation can flow better, or there could be more connectedness in the conversation. It also really helps energetically when someone's holding the anchor or holding ground in a space and in a room, when there's probably a lot of personalities and activities going on. Find ways to ground yourself so that others may also benefit. So it's a gift to you and a gift to others. The next one is to bathe in the sacred. So we are obviously at the holiday season, also is a very spiritual time. Lots of lights, lots of music, lots of ways to connect in with God, with grace, with the flow of divinity. Find ways that you can immerse yourself in that. Playing music while you're cooking, lighting a candle while you're making a meal, or while you're baking a favorite pie that you like, finding ways to get out to nature, wherever you might connect to God, connect to the divine, connect to bigger than you, whether that's your place of worship, or that's nature, or it's your meditation seat. And finding ways to bring more sacred into your daily life and into your environment, into your living space. Infuse it. I like to even diffuse essential oils in my space that might really help me with more connection to clear, clean energy, and that allows me to connect more. It's one of the things that allows me to connect more to the sacred. So bathing, find a way to immerse yourself in the sacred. The next is to create a new ritual. So when you're on the path and you're growing and you're evolving, inevitably some of the things that you were doing, you're going to outgrow. So you might outgrow some traditions or some ways of doing things or ways of connecting. And it's time to upgrade and create new ones that might be more in alignment with who you are now. So an example could be, could family get together, and instead of, an old ritual of a drinking game, could there be a ritual of, let's set intentions. Let's think about what it is that we want to create for ourselves in the new year. Can we sit down together as a group? Or can I invite my really good girlfriends over, or it doesn't have to be girlfriends, or just friends over that I feel connected with, and we're on the heart level and we speak the same language, and we can have a meditation, and then we can talk about what it is that we want to bring into our lives, or how we want to serve in a bigger way. You just really speak from a different place inside yourself. So whatever really speaks to your heart and where your heart is now and where it is you want to be going, what rituals can you create from that space inside yourself? And also, some of the rituals that have been passed on through family, maybe they are good, and maybe some are meant to be brought back out and to be kind of carried forth with a new vibration or new energy from what you are bringing to the table in carrying that tradition forward. So creating some new rituals. The last one, the fourth one here, is do not make assumptions. This is from Don Miguel Ruiz's Four Agreements book. Do not make assumptions. Don't make assumptions. Here's what happens energetically when we do that. When we start to make assumptions about what another person is thinking and feeling, and that can be in our family or in our friendship dynamics, any relationship really, our partners, we are, at that point, we're intuiting into someone else's energy system. We're thinking about what they could possibly be thinking or feeling, and that is a boundary crossing. That means I'm crossing into that person's energy, and I'm going to intuit into what I think must be going on, and from there, I create my own story around what I think. And that in itself is, for one, it's exhausting to cross into other people's boundaries. It's not energetically ethical from an intuitive healer perspective, because it is opening up a pathway between you and the other person that can make the transmission between you and that person very murky and very confusing. And you can transfer energy that way, and that makes your boundaries not clear. And it also, it sort of gets into their energy field, which isn't really your responsibility. That's the other person, that's their stuff, their energy. So what I recommend is that you ground into yourself, you ground into your body, you stay connected to yourself. And if you're triggered by something that's going on, ask yourself, what is triggering me? What is triggering me right now? And address that trigger, just explore, what is this tapping into for me? I feel, abandoned right now. I feel sad right now. I feel not good enough right now. Whatever it is, that becomes your piece to continue to work through. Rather than making assumptions about what the other person's thinking and feeling, recognize your trigger. And if you're not sure, ask for clarity. Just simply ask, I have this assumption, or I made up this perspective that you were thinking this about what I said. And I'm willing to admit, or I'm willing to accept that I might not be correct. Is there something you could help me figure out in myself? Is that accurate? Is my assumption accurate, or is my interpretation of how you're responding accurate? That gives them a chance to help clear the air between the two of you, so that you're staying centered in yourself and they get to explore within themselves what their response might have been. So this can really help with those big family dynamics that we go to holidays, and it can be difficult sometimes, miscommunication, etc., especially if the holidays fall during Mercury retrograde. Holy moly, there's, playing ground for miscommunication right there. So this can be really helpful in just clearing the air, staying centered and grounded, really bathing yourself in connection with spirit, and making your holiday time yours, not losing yourself, just really setting that intention of this is the infusion of energy and intention I'm bringing into this holiday season for myself. It may actually simplify your holidays and your expectations around your holidays too. So I hope this is helpful. If so, you can click on a like. You can like this video, and also I'll post in the notes here that if you are interested, I do have some upcoming events that I'd love to share with you. So I'll post those in the notes to this video for you to click on and learn how I can support you more personally in your life with energy healing, spiritual growth, and intuitive development. For more information, you can visit my website, schoolofintuitivestudies.com. Lots of love, many blessings, happy holidays.